sometimes I've seen some photographers, they don't handle the baby properly when they're wrapping the baby.
So yeah, there are safety rules for
Yes,
wrapping as well.
yes.
That you cannot wrap from the neck because that can choke the baby.
How do you manage the newborn baby photo shoot part?
So we are looking at a window when the baby sleeps the longest.
Hi everyone, this is Dr. Mahima Bakshi. Welcome to my show. And my today's guest is Falguni Kharwa, who's an internationally certified maternity and baby and family photographer and trainer. She also represents brands like Profoto, Manfrotto, and Shrishti DigiLife. She's also a Nikon creator. She's also the global ambassador for Stand and Baby Doll, which is a newborn baby posing doll. So hi, welcome to the Mahima Bakshi show. How does it feel?
It's an honor, Mahima, and I actually feel, more glamorous sitting with you.
Wow, thank you so much, and I'm so glad that this is finally happening because I think हम बहुत time से discuss कर रहे थे that we have to do this, and I'm so happy कि finally you're in Delhi and we are actually meeting and doing this podcast today. So I'm all excited.
Thank you so much for having me, and thank you for thinking of me. To do a podcast with me. And again, the subject is very exciting, so I was really looking forward for this.
Perfect. You're actually the only name that was popping in my head because mother and child and photography, the only name I could think of was Falguni, of course.
Thank you.
So let's start talking about the different aspects of mother and child shoots. बहुत पॉपुलर है आजकल, हम देखते हैं वी सी ऑल कपल्स व्हेनेवर दे गेट टू नो दैट दे आर प्रेग्नेंट, सो उनकी एक लिस्ट स्टार्ट हो जाती है और उस लिस्ट में एक बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करता है मटर्निटी फोटोशूट. खास करके व्हेन अ वुमन व्हेन शी गेट्स मैरिड, शी गेट्स ऑल द अटेंशन एंड दैट इज द टाइम व्हेन शी गेट्स टू बी अ ब्यूटीफुल ब्राइड एंड बी इन फ्रंट ऑफ द कैमरा. और आजकल वी सी प्री वेडिंग, वेडिंग, पोस्ट वेडिंग, पता नहीं कितने तरह की फोटोग्राफी जो है एक ब्राइड को शी गेट्स एन अपॉर्चुनिटी टू डू that. And with social media becoming so popular, they want to capture every aspect, every memory that they can. तो प्रेगनेंसी में maternity photoshoot जो कि बहुत एक इम्पॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करता है, लेकिन लोगों को समझ नहीं आता है. They're not able to understand how to choose the photographer, where to get it done from, what kind of looks they can try, what kind of colors will look nice, what kind of garments they can play with. So let's start from there and please tell us what is your secret, how do you follow it? And we know that you come out with fabulous pictures, so please tell us more about maternity photography.
Yeah. So it's a lovely question, and let me tell you that I was the most happiest pregnant woman on this earth. So when I got pregnant, I felt like I was feeling like a goddess because carrying a life in your self, and this whole journey of, I did a lot of things like garbh sanskar and all. So I became a little more spiritual when I got pregnant because I was a hyper one, and I was pretty like a go-getter, and so this stage, this phase of life, the motherhood phase, calmed me down. And for me to understand that having a life in me, and everything that I am thinking and what I am experiencing is all being passed on in my womb, and because we've been reading and all that. So when I see a pregnant woman, or when we are doing consultancy with pregnancy expecting parents, for me, I am feeling like them, so it's being pregnant is also a very emotional feeling, and there's a lot of wear and tear, hormonal changes, and I have read your books.
Thank
and
you.
Of course all the interactions with you, of the stage that the mother is in, and that is what we want to capture, and what you're capturing is freezing that moment for them for life. And in terms of styling and all, for me it is what the mother wants. It could be anything, it could be editorial style, it could be on the beach, it could be in their house, it could be on their bed. For me, it is a storytelling of their own life. So there is no rule of what we have to do for for maternity as well as newborn photography, because it's about how the mother wants it and what the parents are into, and and every time we get this that my husband is not going to cooperate, and like you will have to understand, and but in the beginning they're quite stiff. But as the flow goes, they start directing me. So the fathers are very much involved. And this is a whole experience. And I just feel it is already creating memories for your child when they are in the womb, that how happy and how excited the parents were even before having him in their arms. So again, getting connection, for me, I don't prop a lot in maternity because I want to get the connection, the mother's connection with the belly and the father's connection with the mom and the belly. I like to take details of their hand, holding their hands on the belly. I don't do much of hearts with hands and all that, but I like to keep it natural.
Great, super. Also, what is the current trend in maternity photography? What is trending right now? Is it studio shoots or outdoor shoots? Is it frilly gowns or is it dresses? We also see a lot of mothers, wearing body hugging dresses because they want the bum to look enhanced in the photo shoot. What is the current trend?
So the current trend is, of course, a lot of versatile things that you can do in studio as well as outdoors. I love doing beach sessions because I am based out of Mumbai, and again it's very, just now it's very hot to be on the beach, so we do early morning sunrise shoots instead of the sunset shoots, and again the beaches are very crowded because of the vacation. So a lot of things are you have to consider the timing. But I think the classic trend is doing a studio editorial style, because then I introduce a little bit of AI, changing backdrops and things like that. Like in the studio she could be shown as if she's in a jungle or in the nature. So I feel that is something where also the mother is indoors, and we also shoot at clients' homes sometimes, because in this stage also it can get a little tiring for the mom to pose for if she's booked 4-5 looks with us.
Very often we see mothers experiencing mood swings, and also this happiness, and then sometimes they get angry. So has it ever happened at your shoot that a pregnant mom, you're capturing in the studio and suddenly she's gotten angry at you and it's just one of those mood swings? Has this ever happened?
So she's not got angry, but she has got overwhelmed and has teared up. That is more because seeing her pictures in the camera. Because, and this is generally happening because there are mood swings and hormonal changes.
So moving on from maternity photo shoots, we also see nowadays birth photography becoming very, very popular.
Yes.
In fact, in a lot of hospitals, they even give permission to do it, and a lot of women, they book their birth photographer in advance. Now, if you would like to share some tips on, birth photography, because sometimes what happens, people are very scared. They think it's a very intimate moment, or, some privacy has to be maintained. So, oh my God, why are we doing birth photography? But also at the same time, it is something which is trending a lot. So आप birth photography के लिए अगर कुछ tips देना चाहेंगे तो?
So for me, I love birth photography as a subject. I'm trained in birth photography. It's very important that you choose a photographer who's trained in birth photography, because there are certain rules in terms of managing privacy and taking certain shots and showing certain shots in black and white. Because birth photography is also all about having monochromes. So even when you're doing birth photography, there's a certain kind of lighting that you follow. You can't use studio light because it's like you're like in the labor, and the lady is open. So again, there is a lot of sanitization needed. I remember
scrubbed if you're going inside the
exactly.
OT. Yeah.
So we have to be scrubbed, and I remember wearing PP kit and doing it, and especially when we are doing this home birthing in the water tub, the water birthing.
Yeah.
And even I was associated with people in Mumbai who are into hypnobirthing, and who are into needleless delivery. What is
Painless
it?
delivery.
Painless delivery, yeah. So and also know some friends who are doulas, and also for me, they are educating me of, you know.
Now, moving on to newborn baby photo shoot. I have always wondered, even when it comes to, somebody managing a baby at home, the baby is crying, the baby is hungry, the baby is pooping, baby is peeing. How do you manage the newborn baby photo shoot part? Because I'm sure majority of the times babies are sleeping or then they wake up for their feeds. So, how to manage newborn baby photo shoot?
Yeah, so like I always say, there is a science behind, doing newborn photography. So we are looking at a window when the baby sleeps the longest. So that's the time when the shoot can be done comfortably and you get some,
So during the sleep time.
Yeah, so
Okay.
basically when we are guiding parents, we guide them that, the window is when the baby has had bath, and in India people do malish and, massage and all.
3-4 hours after that.
And after that,
Yeah.
after bath, you feed the baby. So once the baby is, relaxed and full tummy, she's not going to wake up for like next 3 hours.
Yeah.
And of course, understand the feeding cycle from mom. And we are emphasizing on shooting within first 15 to 20 days of birth. And slowly, gradually, this whole thing of, this 40 days not stepping out of the house is toning down. And in my case, it really helps me. It does not interfere with my work because I go to clients' home and shoot.
Shoots.
So first of all, they're already relaxed that I'm going to their house. I mean, it is really challenging for me, but it works for me. So we also need to have the knowledge of understanding the cry, whether the cry is for the food or the cry is for the discomfort or the cry is just for whining, And sometimes the babies just want to pacify. So generally we guide parents to have a pacifier even if they are against using it, because it's just for the shoot.
For the shoot.
So when the baby is uncomfortable, we just pacify. And if they're strictly against having a pacifier, where they have these nipple guards, we use those, because that anyways the mothers are using. And if not, then if the baby is on the top feed, we use the bottle nipples, to use as a pacifier. So we try different ways to explain to parents that how important it is, because literally for 2 minutes they'll pacify and they'll be fine. And if I give the baby to latch on, the baby is going to smell the milk and still just going to stay on. The baby is not feeding but just wants to be latched on. So again, to understand these things is very important as a photographer, and it's not like taking camera and getting props and just shooting babies.
What would be the maximum duration for which we can keep a baby comfortably for the photo shoot?
So we are shooting between 2.5 to 3 hours, and sometimes it could go to 4 hours if you're having two feeding breaks. And it also depends on what package they have chosen. So it's only baby or it's baby with family. So generally the workflow is where we always start with babies solos first when we are doing setups, because that's when the baby is sleeping the longest. And if the baby wakes up also, and if the baby is calm, we can still continue with the shoot. And we do family last is because baby is in parents' hand. So even if the baby has woken up, the baby is still comfort, is in comfort and is in the parents' arms and is calm.
Also, let's talk about role of AI. So we see you doing some fantastic AI work on baby photo shoots. So why don't you tell us something more about that? What is the new trend in AI editing for baby pictures, maternity pictures, and how they work, and what's the latest in it, especially for other maternity photographers watching this?
Yeah, so actually it was thanks to the parents that I got into AI. I was anyways into digital art because I'm a graphic designer by profession, and I was very fascinated with getting babies and digital art together. And technically, in newborn safety, there is a term that I teach my students also, that photography is the best safety tool. Photoshop is the best safety tool. So Photoshop is a software where you can do all the permutation combinations and post processing. So sometimes when you see that the baby's on a swing, and it is at a distance, so we are not actually shooting the baby on a swing. So baby is on like a surface, and we have shot it, and then we have put the swing up without the baby, and then we are composing both the images together. So technically you can't have the baby on the swing, it is very dangerous. So following newborn safety digitally, it really helps, because we are shooting and then we are combining two digital images. And coming to AI, is the new trend is where we are creating backdrops in AI generative softwares like Photoshop and Midjourney and Adobe Firefly. So these Adobe Firefly is gonna be like the future, and we are working on it. I'm creating a lot of new projects on that.
So I think there's a lot of science behind this maternity and baby photography. And my request to all the photographers there, please do not compromise on the safety of the baby, because when you're using props, please make sure you're cleaning them regularly. You're spending money on ensuring that they're well sanitized and dry cleaned before and after the shoot, like she's mentioned. And also, sometimes I've seen some photographers, they don't handle the baby properly when they're wrapping the baby. That wrapping bit scares me a lot, because I've heard stories from patients where they've come and said that my child has got a pulled elbow. Why? Because while the wrapping was happening on the shoot, the girl or the person who was doing the wrapping didn't know how to do it.
So yeah, there are safety rules for wrapping as well, and that's what we teach, and that's what I'm here to teach tomorrow at the Delhi College of Photography. And what is most important is, like, for people who don't know, photographers who don't know, there is a rule that you cannot wrap from the neck, because that can choke the baby. Again, the hands have to be down. You can't have the hands like here or there. It has to be in a certain position, because it's how you say, it's the anatomy of the body that has to be that way. And don't forget, it's not a subject, it's the living thing, it's not a prop. A baby is a pure soul, a living thing. And it is the most fragile living thing, and a 15 days baby is, the photographer would not even know if the photographer has dislocated the baby's shoulder or elbow, or or if some bones have got affected. Even the head is a very important part. Even when you're rocking the baby, you can't rock the baby like this, because sometimes when the baby is crying, you see photographers rocking them like this. So technically the brain is like a jelly, at that stage. The brain, the baby can get some brain issues, if you're, so I don't know if people notice, like, we are using a yoga ball, that we are rocking on the yoga ball, and then we are, the baby is rocking with us, we are not rocking the baby.
Same for mothers and fathers, it is advisable that you use your own body movements.
So what
shaking the baby.
Exactly what happens is, जरा भी बच्चा रोता है तो तुम लोग ऐसे हिलाने लगते हो, बहुत dangerous है. I don't know if the gynecologists and the pediatricians are advising this.
Absolutely, it's advisable to both the mother and the father also, because a lot of times, पुराने ज़माने की जो दादी नानियाँ होती थी, उनको बहुत प्यार आता था और वो जोश में बेबी को खूब जोर-जोर से हिलाती थी. So that is not recommended anymore.
So whenever we go for shoots, they have these jhapas or nurses and all. So mostly, like, my luxury clientele always have like 2 assistants with the babies. So we learn even from them. Like, I have learned in my photography course, but we also learn what is the culture in India, and what we, and respect that, because the jhapas are the ones who are in charge of the baby in those 3 months, that they have hired for. So we always respect, what the jhapas and the nurses are also guiding us. And if they feel that, and again, when you're wrapping, we always use a base wrap as a jersey material. That is the most important thing. Like you said that, the mother said that, the elbow is dislocated because of the photographer. The photographer would not know. You need to have wraps that are stretchy, so that there is that movement,
space for
and there is a breathing space for the baby inside. So why we are using stretchy wrap is how the baby is in placenta. It's the same thing. The placenta is stretchy, right? So that whole thing is a science of wrapping also. We are wrapping the baby with cross leg. So again, you can't wrap a baby cross leg after 2 months, because that is dangerous for baby's breathing. But baby, in 15 days, the legs go till the chest, and you can, wrap the baby that way.
So I think it was lovely chatting with you, Falguni, and I'm
Thank
so
you.
happy that I get such a positive vibe from you, and that is the most important thing, because you have to transfer that to the baby when you're handling baby for shoots, or you're handling pregnant women for maternity shoots. So I have to say this to you, but you have
Thank
a
you.
beautiful positive aura.
Thank you. Oh, I forgot to talk about the workshop that we are doing
Yeah.
next year in 2025. My mentor Anna Brandt and we are like doing a world tour. Like she's doing a world tour. I'll be doing few countries with her. But she's coming to India, and I request all the newborn photographers, if you're like looking forward to learn professionally and work responsibly, please come. Anna Brandt is teaching, I'll be teaching, and there'll be one more speaker coming, and you're getting like 3 speakers at price of 1. So please join this. And the whole idea of doing this world tour is also to spread awareness about newborn safety and how to be a responsible newborn photographer. So please join us, and if you need any info, please reach out to us. And thank you, Mahima, for asking me this question. I completely forgot about my world tour, and I'm really excited to share my knowledge and spread the awareness about how important it is to be responsible as a newborn photographer.
Beautiful. So I think before we end the session, let me present you a copy of my book.
Oh, I would love to have.
So here are my books for you.
Thank you so much, Mahima. And I love the subject, and I've been eyeing these books. Thank you so much.
Thank